shit, let's get this workout on before it get too hot. It's about to be another cooker today, so I gotta work out now before it gets too hot. But some of you guys are coming around the channel to my, yeah, Kelcat, bro. You know, how did it feel to be, in your prime, better looking than you are now? Shit. I could say that it was a lot easier to get the panties off. I didn't work very hard. I didn't have to work very hard to like get the females in the bed with me, man. You know, I used to take a female, what's up, squirrel? You out here playing around? You better be aware, man, that hawk is around. He gonna turn your ass into lunch and shit. But anyway, in my prime, I knocked a lot of bitches down, bro. Body count of 100 in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to my 30s and the body count started to slow up. You just ain't that good looking dude you used to be like you used to be. I mean, you're still good looking for your age, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't nowhere near when you was in your 20s. Hello. Coffee time, huh? I want something different, man. That Red Bull. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, next level. It is the perfect fan play. I've got all the action available right in my living room. Plus, Xfinity's best featuring. I want something maybe different. Nah, that's okay. I'll get Rockstar. Let's see if I got 22 cents. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day, man.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Stay cool. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Man. That's why I gotta get this workout on before it gets too goddamn hot. Now, was I a Tyrone? Nah, I was too short. My nose was too wide to be a Tyrone. Tyrone's nose is not that wide like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at Tupac's nose, Tupac had a face of a Tyrone, but he was very small. You feel what I'm saying? Very small and complex. Very skinny. You know what I'm saying? So when you're young in your 20s, you got all the options in the world. You got women your age. You got older women that want you. You know what I'm saying? So you got a higher variety of options. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, without money, your options get limited to like only older women. Like after a while, young females become off limits to you after you reach a certain age. Like right now, because I'm working out and I'm keeping my body in decent shape, I can still attract a youngin' because of my body type. Six-pack abs, muscles still, looking intact, still got a chest, still got arms, So just based off your physical appearance is what can attract a young female. You know, you didn't let yourself go. You know, big old pot belly, balding. I mean, you can't do nothing about balding, man. That's genetic. You know, a double chin like me. I done struggled with a double chin, even though I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of my genetics. I think when I get some money, I'm get some surgery or something done. You can do that, no? You know, you could get rid of your double chin through surgery. You know, I didn't have that in my 20s. You know, I had better skin. You know, so I was attracting them when I was young. Boy, I was getting them, especially the average woman. I was getting them, man. I think I probably would do very good on Tinder right now if I was, 25 years younger. You feel me? And women will stop you and approach you. You know, like some of them women in Starbucks, if I was younger, 20 years younger, you know, some of them females I probably would be dating. You know, I probably would be dating and shit, bro. But because you get older and those looks start to fade, man. That's when your options start becoming limited. That's why I say for you niggas to get the bag when you're young, so there will be no limitations. You feel what I'm saying? So you won't run into that situation or that part of your life where you're limited to only older women. So that cuts the dating pool in half for you, man, because you can't date 22-year-old women no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless you're the exception to the rule, if you're keeping your body in shape, you're eating well, you're not drinking so much alcohol. That's what made me like slow down on the alcohol, man, because it's ruining my goddamn looks. Best believe, yeah, alcohol destroys your looks. It puts more bags up under your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I said, fuck it, man. That alcohol is really standing in your way of like looking better. I mean, I'm not quitting alcohol completely, but I'm slowing down, man. Like last night, I didn't have no drink, man. I might not have a drink tonight, man. I might just not drink tonight, man, at all. I'll drink tomorrow night. So that way I took 2 days off from drinking, let my body heal. And plus I want to live longer too. That's one of the reasons why I slowed down on the drinking, man. Like I kind of want to live here longer as I possibly can. And I plan on hitting this jackpot, in the future. And start having children and stuff like that, man. So you gotta be responsible with your body, and you want to attract young females. You're gonna have to lay off the alcohol and dress better and get some money in your pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, how does it feel to be good looking? I mean, you don't know that you're good looking. I mean, you kind of know that you're good looking, but it's like it's automatic, man. You feel me? Where's that stuff at? Oh, here we go. It's automatic, man. Like the women come to you automatically. You don't feel what the incels feel, or you can't understand their world. Shoot, when I lost the looks, when I put on weight, that's when I knew that, weight and stuff, it affects your looks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Give the birds some cookies. They like cookies and stuff too, man. Not really good for them, but that's all I got, man. They like that. They like stuff like that. I gotta watch out because that hawk can come out of nowhere and grab a seagull. That hawk ain't no joke. You feel me? That's that hungry call. And they hungry. My name is Seagull. And I'm a hungry seagull. I like to feed the seagulls every now and then, you feel me? Anyway. So like I said, man, you really don't have no problems getting women at all. Like the Chaz and Tyrones, they're at the top of the food chain with looks. You can't get any like perfect than that. Like I could imagine what a Chad or a Tyrone goes through, like how many women he go through. You know, it's like automatic. You don't have any problems getting women when you're good looking. It's just there's no issue, there's no struggle. It's like walking and shit. You feel me? You don't struggle walking. You don't struggle walking, right? You feel what I'm saying? You don't struggle walking. It's the same thing. You know, you don't struggle to eat, right? You just go ahead and sit at the table and you eat. That's how it is to be good looking. It's like you can attract a partner just like that. You feel what I'm saying? Women too. Women, she's highly attractive. She got no problem getting a Chad or a Tyrone. That's why average guys have a hard time getting the top tier women because of Chad and Tyrone that want them too. You know, Chad and Tyrone want the highly desirable women too, man. That's why it's so hard. You know what I'm saying? If the Chads and the Tyrones just said, fuck it, we ain't fucking with top tier women no more. We gonna fuck with just average looking women. And then that would be better for you because then average men can start dating top tier women. But we don't live in a world like that. You feel what I'm saying? We live in a world where looks is everything. Age and looks. Fuck wisdom. Motherfuckers don't got no respect for wisdom. For motherfuckers that are old, 45 plus, they got wisdom. I don't care about that, man. It's all about youth and looks. Okay? That's who run the world right now. You know, the youngsters with the looks. And the older you get, the worse it gets with the looks. Every year past 25 is a downhill slope. But before then, man, the world is yours, man. You know what I'm saying? You young, you ain't got no mental issues. Because as you get older, you get mental issues. You know, your mental health start going crazy because of life experiences and shit like that. But when you young, man, the world is your fucking goddamn oyster. Especially if you good looking, bro. I'm back onto what I was saying about being good looking. It's like there's no struggle, no issue with attracting women as a good looking man. And we already know that good looking women, there's no issues attracting men in their life. You know what I'm saying? But the older you get, without money, you know, and the more your looks leave, the more you're gonna struggle, man. You know, feel what I'm saying? Like I said, man, once I turned 30, I started feeling the pinch with young females. Not with older ones, but the young ones. They could tell I was older, just like that one female that I was in the bed with. And I was hitting it, and I guess I wasn't hitting it enough, or I wasn't stroking hard enough or something like that. And she was like, come on, don't do that grandpa stuff on me. She knew I was older, but I was still a good looking older man. You feel what I'm saying? And it sucks, man, because time takes away your looks. you know. You feel me? Time takes away your looks. You don't stay strong and good looking forever. You know, you do not stay strong and good looking forever. You got a limited time on that. You got a time limit on that. You feel me? Oh. You know, the years go by really quickly. I hope you know, man. The years go by so quick. And the thing is, I remember when I was younger, around 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Those were my best years with women right there. Now, through 25 to 30, I was still getting them. I was still going to bars and clubs like a wild animal, just sniffing for pussy, man. Fucking panhandling for pussy and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Always sniffing, bro. I was like a hound, bro. What I call it? A coochie pooch or something like that. A pussy pooch. That was me, bro, in my 20s. You feel me? I was a pussy pooch, and I was always trying to get a female to the hotel. I used to bring like money with me, like cash, or I used to make sure I had enough money for the hotel after the bar. You feel me? I was a straight up pussy pooch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that name is funny as hell, bro. A pussy pooch, bro. You know what I'm saying? A dog looking for kitty cats. You know? You know? I was running through them, getting them into the hotel, taking them home, having one night stands. Oh, those are the fucking days. You feel me? Oh man, just knocking them down, bro. I mean, and then you didn't have any problems attracting. That's the one thing about it. See, when I was 25 years old, I was just desirable, man. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm still kind of desirable, but it ain't like what it used to be, man. I used to get hit on by gay dudes and shit all the time. And then I remember working at the Waffle House, and the gay dude that owned that shit, that motherfucker used to always call me big man. I hated that. You know, at bars and clubs, gay dudes used to approach me and shit, and I'd be like, nah, get out of here, bro. I ain't playing that gay stuff, bro. I'm good. And thanks for the compliment anyway, homeboy. And then, like I would, like, no problem getting one night stands, man. Like, I used to work at a bar as a bouncer and shit, man. And that's where I met Gwen, and that's where I met that female that can give a really good blowjob. I met her there, and had a bunch of one night stands. I had them and one night stands, and it was just the coochie was available, man. You know what I'm saying? When you good looking as a man, and I'm still fairly good looking, but I'm, like I said, it's not like what it used to be. Yeah, like I said, the coachie's available. It's always there. You know, older women, young women around your age. You know, you got a variety of hoes. You feel what I'm saying? When I got over 30, that's when I started feeling the pinch, bro. Like, not exactly at 30, but when I started hitting like mid 30s, that's when I started feeling the pinch. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, okay, something's going on here, man. Because I was going to bars and clubs, but the one night stands wasn't happening like they used to. And plus, things have changed. My skin is not as clear or beautiful like it used to be. You feel what I'm saying? My teeth, back then my teeth were straight and shit. So, dental was good. You know what I'm saying? Because I was young. I was in my 20s. You know. Now, me when I get the bag, I'm definitely gonna get a whole set of new chops. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a brand new grill, new teeth. You know, you're at a lower body fat percentage. Didn't have a double chin. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I still got like fat on under my chin. It's not bad because I work out. I minimized it, but it's still kind of there. So I didn't have that when in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I started getting a double chin when I hit my mid 30s. You know what I'm saying? That's when things start slipping, man. Like skin just starts to peel off you and hang off you. You know what I'm saying? The looks ain't there like it used to be. Now, do my eye area still good? My eye area is still good, man. Still fairly good looking. I'm still, I still attract. I attract low tier women, man. Nowadays, man. That's what one of my homeboys said here on YouTube. He said, man, when you're getting older, man, you got to be satisfied with her being lesser looker, And that's the only way you can really get a whole lot of coochie anyway, if you date below you. But them women are so goddamn crazy, man. I'm scared to date another sub 5 woman, man, because I remember how sub 5 stalker was, man. They didn't want to let me go. But yeah, those are good days, man. I'm reminiscing, and you know what I'm saying? You can't go back and relive that shit, man, unless you get a bag or something. That's why I say, man, get a bag, man. Then you won't feel the pinch. When you get to your 30s, you ain't gonna feel the pinch because you got the bag. You feel what I'm saying? But like, when you get to your mid 30s, you ain't got the bag, you're gonna feel the pinch. Now, it depends how good looking you were too when you were young. Like if you were a guy that was 8, 9, or a 10, you was a Chad or a Tyrone, you ain't gonna feel them pinch that much when you get to your 30s. Because if you was a 10 in your 20s, you're gonna be a 9 in your 30s. And then you're gonna be an 8 in your 40s. And then you're gonna be a 7 in your 50s. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's how things work, man. I was a 7 in my 20s. You feel me? Now I'm coming down to a 6 because my goddamn age, man. I think right now, I don't know, maybe like a 5 or a 6 in look, something like that. I'm average still, man. But I'm no longer a 7. There's no way in the world you could be at the same looks level that you was in your 20s. The same looks level in your 40s that you were in your 20s? No. Totally different, bro. Totally different. You're going to get shut down by young females a lot more in your 30s. Because they see that you're older and they're like, oh, he's kind of old. He's like about 35. To them, anything that's over 30 years old, man, is a sugar daddy. For a female that's 20, 21, 22, 23, anything over 30 is a sugar daddy. And I'm telling you this right now. You're no longer that guy that can get free sex from young females no more. You got to pay. And how you going to pay? You got to take them shopping and buy them things. You feel what I'm saying? No more of that free stuff. Now, am I still attracting young females? Here and there. It's not like there's hordes of bitches coming after me. Yeah, I got women that are like maybe 27, 28, still rocking with me, kinda. I'm just not in a position to start dating right now when I'm chasing the bag. Some of these women are married out here, and I can see that they're interested in me, man. Like the female I was talking about earlier with the big old booty over here. I can tell she's interested in me, man. She's on my looks level. I'm highly attracted to her too. She's a white girl with a big behind, and she's married and stuff, and she got children and stuff. I don't want to go in between that, man. If I got the bag, I'm gonna go for younger women with no children, so I can leave my own legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a simp, man. I don't want to be a simp. You know, you know. That's funny. Them seagulls, man. They'll sit up on these light poles, and if one seagull come along and try to take his spot, and he defend his territory, the seagull that defended his territory, he'll do that laugh, that seagull laugh. They do it all the time, bro. You know, it's like the seagull comes and he's trying to take the seagull spot on the light pole, and then if the seagull don't flinch, he don't like move. The other seagull would fly away, and once the other seagull flies away, he'll go, I defended my territory. It's hella funny to watch, bro. He did it again. There was another seagull that tried to take his throne, bro, and then he did the seagull laugh after he defended his territory. That's funny as hell, bro. You heard it? God damn. A lot of these Indian women got nice big asses. Out here, man. Anyway, like I said, man, back to what I was saying, man. I'm off topic. But yeah, it's just like there's no struggle getting a woman, bro. Like, I think because of my height throughout my life, I never got the super prettier girls. Because I think if I was 6'2", my body count would have been higher. You feel what I'm saying? And I probably would have had children by now. And it's just a struggle because of the internet. So many tall Chads and Tyrones on there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to compete with those dudes. They're at top of the food chain looks, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They can attract a woman just by standing there, bro. They don't have to do much. They don't have to fucking like wear nice clothing and stuff. I saw my friend, the Arabic Chad. I saw how he attracted women. He went inside the bar with a wrinkled shirt on and still was getting bitches, bro. He said it himself. He was like, man, I could go inside the bar with this wrinkled ass shirt on and still get a bitch, man. That's what he said to me in Odonai. I was like, great. And plus, he's 10 years younger than me, man. The Arabic Chad. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta understand, man. What is it like to be a good-looking dude? You don't. You feel me? Like, you don't struggle. There's no. And the thing is, your age too, man. Like, you feel me? It's all about your age too, man. Because when you're young, there's no struggle there, man. It's like everybody want the young. You feel what I'm saying? You know. That's why you got a lot of cougars and stuff walking around and preying on younger dudes and stuff like that, man. Because they want the young, they want the fresh meat and stuff. Because everybody want fresh meat. You feel what I'm saying? You know. It's hell yeah, shit. It's fresh off the grill. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't been sitting there for hella long, you know. Shit is fresh off the grill and shit like that. My ex-girlfriend was a cougar, bro. She was 10 years older than me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? She was 10 years older than me and shit, you know. And back then, I was 26 when I met her. I was at low percentage body fat. I was still doing capoeira and shit. 6-pack abs like you wouldn't believe. I'm talking about ripples of shreds. We ain't talking about just, bruh, I had ripples, okay? Shredded. And the 6-pack is still there. If I keep working at it, it'll come back. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm about to work out and shit. And it's coming back slowly but surely. But see, that's why you got to be at low percentage body fat, because it shows your true looks. You know, with all that fat on your face, bro, you're not gonna, you're not gonna attract many women with fat on your face. You feel what I'm saying? Especially the women that you want. If they don't got fat on their face, you shouldn't have fat on your face either. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So, But you would never have any struggle being a good-looking dude, man. When I get online and you know, I'm searching for pussy. Ooh, that's funny. Uh, when I when I get online, I'm searching for pussy, bro. Like I get the low tier women. I get women that are like average looking at best. Um, and I get dates when I'm at low percentage body fat. Now when I'm at high percentage body fat, that was a horrible experience, by the way. Being like at like a high body fat percentage, man, with triple chins and just this big old stomach with man boobs and stuff like that, man. No, that was a horrible, horrible experience. Women treat you like shit when you are unattractive, when you are overweight. Let's get that out in the open right now. You overweight, best believe, man, you ain't gonna get no dates. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm out here working out and stuff and trying to keep in shape, man, because I'm trying to keep some of the good looks that I had when I was in my 20s and shit. I don't want to be fat and stuff, man, like I was before. That's why after I drink this Rockstar and drink some water, we're gonna work out, because it's like I like the attention females give me when I'm at a lower body fat percentage, man. Cause nobody wants a chunky butt, you know. Unless the females they can get away with being fat and stuff like that, man. You know. But a man can't get away with being fat unless he got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Then he can get away with being fat. You feel me? But yeah, so, and you know, it'll catch up on you too, man. Your age will catch up to you. That's what the sucky part is when you start to age and you start seeing little lines and stuff around your eyes around 32, 33. I remember that. I was 32, 33, and I started seeing like little lines around my eyes. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, man? I'm getting old. You feel what I'm saying? You know. But when you young in your 20s, you good looking, there's no struggle. That's my main point. There's no struggle getting girlfriends and stuff. When I in my 20s, I had no problem getting a girlfriend. Like, it was like automatically. I think I had about 6 girlfriends in my 20s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Was Gwen a girlfriend, man? She was somewhat of a girlfriend, man. We did have sex a lot, but I don't think she was a girlfriend because we never got to have sex without the condom. When you having sex with a woman without the condom, well, nowadays it doesn't matter. But back then, you know, when dating was a lot more simple, when you're having sex without the condom, that's your girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Any female that you start raw dogging with, that would be your girlfriend. Nowadays, you could bust nuts until the cows come home inside the coochie with no condom on, and a female still will ghost you. You feel what I'm saying? You could bust nuts inside the coochie without the condom nowadays, and they will ghost you because they got so many options because of the internet. The internet is what really screwed a lot of guys over. It don't matter if you're decent looking, good looking. If you're not a Chad or a Tyrone, you're just going to be getting ghosted a whole lot. You see, Chad and Tyrone, like I said, they're at the top of the food chain with the looks. Women ain't going to be ghosting them a whole lot. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to be slaying pussy everywhere, including average women. I seen my Arabic Chad friend. Come on, man. I seen my Arabic Chad friend like slay like average women, bro. Like, and then these average women, they would look at me and be like, "Oh no, we don't want him. Too short, too average looking, not good enough, not good enough. You know, we don't want him. You know." I'm like, God damn, but you average though. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. You know, the Chaz and Tyrone's got the dating market like cornered, like to the point of no return. That's why the bag is important, because that's the only thing that can compete with these top tier dudes. I ain't talking about just dudes under 6 feet tall with a Chad, a Tyrone face. I'm talking about guys who got it all. They got height, they got face. You know what I'm saying? They top tier looks. These dudes will never struggle unless they get old. You know, that's the only time you'll see a Chad or a Tyrone struggle is when his age catches up to him. It happened to me. You feel what I'm saying? You know, in my 20s, I thought the world was mine. And I had friends that were jealous of me and stuff. Like my homeboy Theo, he wasn't a very good-looking dude. He was very short, 5'6". You feel what I'm saying? I think, yeah, he about 5'6". He was short. He was bald-headed. He was over 40. And he used to be jealous of me, man. Because I used to come around and get the women that he wanted and shit, man. And I remember one time we was talking to this female that he liked on the phone. And for some reason, she gave me a lot more choosing signals than he did. I mean, that she gave him. And he got mad at me. He was like, "Man, Carol, bruh. Man, you hate it so hard." And I was like, "What are you talking about, bruh?" Because she was choosing me over him. And he got mad about that, man. Because I can't help it that I'm good looking, bro. That's another thing. Jealousy, man. From the dudes. If you're good looking, you'll get a lot more hatred and stuff from other men. Like my Capoeira mestre, he used to always hate me, bro. And I smelled the haterade. I mean, he didn't really show that you could just smell it. He didn't really show it. But you could smell the haterade on the Capoeira mestre, man. And he used to compete with me for women and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he had the power. You know, he was the head of the Capoeira group. Everybody listened to him, so females, they find that attractive in a lot of men when a guy is ahead of something, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that people respect him and look up to him and shit, right? In the Capoeira. You get haterade motherfuckers, man, like that. Or if you're talking to a female in the bar or club and you get sidetracked, or you're talking to a female in the bar and club and you get like what they call it, not sidetracked, you get you get bamboozled or something. You just, you know, you get cock blocked. That's what it is. I haven't been in the bar or club so long. You get cock blocked by other men and shit. And that pisses you off, man, because here they are, they striking out with her, but here you come along and then you striking on with them. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, I think I told this story time and time again. I was in the bar and just got there, and I was looking at a situation where a female was rejecting some taller dude that was probably sub-5 or something like that. And then I came in and I approached her because she looked good. She had a nice body and stuff. So I walked over and started talking to her. And here come the taller dude that was sub-5 just cock blocking me, trying to talk to me and stuff. You know, it was a black dude trying to talk to me and stuff when I'm trying to talk to her. And I kept trying to tune him out, like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't even know you, bro. You don't even look familiar, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you. I'm talking to the girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff like that, where that dude struck out with her, and then all of a sudden she found interest in me when I walked up to her. This happened about 6 or 7 years ago before the pandemic. This is back when I think I was using steroids. Yeah, that was it. That was back at the time when I was in shape. And I noticed the women, they treat me different when I'm in shape. That's why I'm always trying to stay in shape, stay working out. You know what I'm saying? Because I get more respect, and I like I like how it feels to get that attention from females, even from my age at 45. I'm barely hanging on to my looks or whatever looks I got left. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like an adrenaline rush when you get that respect for being buff and yoked. You know what I'm saying? It's an addictive feeling to be desired, and to matter in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, being treated like you matter, it's an addictive feeling, man. When you are treated like you don't matter, that's a bad feeling. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be treated like they don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be invisible. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be ghosted all the time. It's a bad feeling to be ghosted all the time, bro. Now, I can see if you got ghosted every now and then, but if you get ghosted all the time, it just pisses you off, bro. And it makes you angry, and it makes you want to go after the bag even more. You know what I'm saying? That's that revenge of the nerd type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you bitches ghosted me for hella long? Okay. I go get the bag, get my teeth done, get my height done, get my nose done, come back better than ever. Now, are you gonna ghost me now? No. Like, bitch, I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of guys become millionaires, because they got something to prove. It makes a lot of dudes pissed off, when they're ghosted, and they got something to prove, something to get. Like the bag, you feel what I'm saying? They got something to get, like the bag. And dudes come back better than ever, man, and stronger than ever too. You know what I'm saying? Because the rejection, man, let me tell you something. I think I'm off topic or something like that. But I'm talking about guys who are less desirable. Like, I am nowhere near desirable now than I was when I was in my 20s. I was more desirable in my 20s. And dudes who are less desirable, man, these are the creator of things. You know what I'm saying? These are the creator of things. And that's why they spend a lot of time making that bread and becoming, a success in life, because of all the rejection and shit, man. Some dudes, they sit back in the corner like a Band-Aid and let the rejection just, knock them down, and they don't get back up. You feel what I'm saying? They let rejection just make them melt. Some guys, they take rejection, okay, I'll be back for you bitches. I'm gonna get that money, and we're gonna see who's gonna get the last laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like that one guy who came by my channel and said, "Death to all Chads and women." I could tell that he spent his whole entire life being rejected by females. And he see the Chads out there just having fun and being able to get a girl, and that makes him bitter. So that makes him lash out and say, death to all Chads and women. For real, he left a comment on one of my videos. I think it was one of my past videos, like a couple of years ago. But I could tell the guy probably wasn't a good-looking dude and been rejected for a long time, man, by females. And then, that's why a lot of guys who are millionaires, they're average and below average looking. A lot of these women, they want a tall, dark, and handsome man that got money. Good luck. There's only a few of those in Hollywood. Only a few. It's not a whole lot. Most of the motherfuckers who got money and power, are the average to below average looking. Because why? A lot of guys who are not top tier looking, they face more rejection. So what that does, it gives the rejection gives them fuel. It's kind of like the space, the atlas, the third line, the third. I got my fucking words all fucked up. Third eye atlas. You know how it's running off the energy from the sun. You feel what I'm saying? It's using the sun's energy for fuel. That's how a lot of guys that are below average and average looking, it's that the rejection that they face throughout life, it made them better. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. You're getting rejected more and more and more. You turn that rejection into success, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so many dudes in Hollywood that are sub 5. We got Tyrese. We got Jermaine Dupri. Well, he's not in Hollywood. He's in the music industry. Who else? Seal, okay? You know, Seal. He's in Hollywood. One of the most ugliest dudes in the world. You know, that 4'5" guy that was on I'm calling facing the LMS. God damn it, AMS on his channel. He's not in Hollywood, but he 4'5", man. But he had his money right. So these guys, they faced a lot of rejection from females. You feel what I'm saying? So they went out and got that bag, man. You know? Yeah, you ain't supposed to let rejection just let you stay in one spot. No, rejection is supposed to motivate you and fuel you to get that bag. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let rejection make you stay in one spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you ain't going nowhere. You're supposed to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's supposed to motivate you. It ain't supposed to be, you know, knocking you off your rocker or knocking you off your feet. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to be motivated by the rejection that females give you. Now, I was in my 20s. Did I ever get the woman that I really, really, truly wanted? No. Most of the time, I had to settle for an average woman. Hello. What's that? She want to give me something? How you doing? You know, back to what I was saying. Okay. Yeah, don't let the rejection fuel you and motivate you. Like I said, when I was younger, did I get the woman of my dreams? No, I never got the top tier females. They kept rejecting me. Even in my prime, I couldn't get what they call it, the Stacy's in the incel community. I couldn't get those. I can get the average woman though. You know, the woman that was I mean, my range was from 5, 6, and 7. Okay, Gwen was a 7. Ooh, man, I remember her, man. I still think about her every now and then, man. There was this one other girl. She was a 7. She had a nice stripper body that I used to date. I dated her for about 4 or 5 months. So when you're good looking, there's no struggle there. You feel what I'm saying? You know, no struggle to get women, no struggle to be out here. There's no droughts. I mean, you might have a drought, but it's gonna be a short one. You feel what I'm saying? Like maybe like a month or 2 or something like that, and you ain't get nothing. And then before you know it, get off me fucking bugs. They fucking bugs, man. When the heat come, they all up on you. You know. Yeah, like I said, man, are there droughts? Yeah, it's only a few months though. You know what I'm saying? And then you got women cutting their eyes from you from a distance. I remember clear as day, bro. They cut their eyes at you. They keep cutting their eyes at you from a distance. You feel what I'm saying? They keep cutting their eyes. I had that so many times. I remember when I was doing capoeira, I was training, and this chick, she was around a 6 in looks. Okay, let me cover this up, man. This one female, she was around a 6 in looks. I was doing my capoeira. I had my shirt off. I had 6-pack abs. I was young, 20-something years old, and then I was doing capoeira, and she was on the sideline, watching the class, and she kept cutting her eyes at me, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Women, they interested in you, man. They'll roll their eyes over. Oh, I don't even get that no more, man. They'll roll their eyes at you, man. You feel what I'm saying? Letting you know that, hey, I like what I see. Letting you know I like what I see. You are a good-looking dude. You feel what I'm saying? And I used to get that. Even when I used to go to the bar or club or something like that, a female, she'll keep looking at you. She'll keep smiling at you. She'll keep, cutting her eyes at you and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you know when a female like you, man, is when their eyes cut at you and they keep cutting at you and they keep cutting at you. So you just got to go over there and talk to her and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cut your eyes over here. I see you looking at me and smiling at me from a distance. And that's how you know when a female like you, man. That shit don't really happen to me no more, man. Maybe because I'm up and down in weight. Maybe because I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? I'm aging. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get approached like I used to. I don't get women cutting their eyes from a distance like they used to. Or maybe I'm in the wrong area. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I went to a different area, you feel me, it would happen. But the age catches up to you, man. The age catches up to you, and after a while, it becomes more about your wallet. Don't ask me why it happens, and how it happens is just because of your age, right? If I could take 20 years off me right now, I'd be 25. I'd be dating some of them females in Starbucks right now. Them young females behind the counter. I'd be dating one of those. And I probably would have had sex with one of those females. Matter of fact, I know I would have had sex with one of those females behind the counter. You hear what I'm saying? So what's up with it? So when they say what's up with my homeboy that just rolled by, it's just time takes away the looks. That's why I say, man, get your bread up. Get the bag when you're in your 20s. So that way, you ain't gonna feel no slowdown in the 30s or 40s with young females. Think about it. Mayweather ain't never had no problem getting a woman, bro. As long as he been boxing and stuff like that. Even though he's 47, 48 years old, bro, he's still pulling in the young females. That's how you want your life to be, man. Now, if he didn't get that bag when he was young, he's 48 right now, he would have been struggling getting the young females. But looks don't last forever. Being strong don't last forever. You got to prepare for those years to come around, man. See, I didn't prepare, but I was so busy chasing bitches, and I was desired. So it was easy for me to get distracted. When I was chasing the bitches, it was easy for me to get distracted because women will lure me into their trap, lure me into their web, and I would get stuck and distracted. But now that I'm older and I'm less desirable now, it's a lot easier for me to focus. You feel what I'm saying? A lot easier for me to focus because I don't have women coming after me like they used to. You feel what I'm saying? So I got 100% focus. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have nothing in the way, no distractions. no nothing. And I'm not. The thing is, I'm not trying to go out and find a distraction either. Like go to a bar and club right now to go find bitches and shit. Like nah, I'm good. I'm too old for that. We gotta get this bag. We gotta look forward to the future. Fuck, messing around with females right now, man. That bag is more important. You feel me? But anyway, I'm talking up a storm. I'ma work out and I'll make another video after I work out. You guys have a good day. I'm out. Peace.